see they weighed in almost the same, but Lena Ovchynnikova walks around about 122 pounds. She has to work to stay at 125. She got beasted against Rebecca Ruth. Can that happen at the hands of Alejandra Lara tonight?
Ready? Hey!
Fight Clock brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer. Cheers, it's Miller time. Ovchynnikova in her 4th Bellator MMA fight, welcoming the charismatic Alejandra Lara to the Bellator MMA cage.
Alejandra Lara has a karate background, which she started in. You can tell by her stance immediately.
Ovchynnikova, the southpaw stance, wearing the red gloves. Lara in the blue. Feeling out process in the opening 30 seconds. But confidence radiating from Lara at just 23 years of age, 6-1, 5 fights, 5 of her wins inside the distance.
Now she's smiling, she's happy, she's relaxed. Doesn't look like the nerves are getting to her.
Of course, Alima McFarland, the inaugural Bellator MMA flyweight champ. Oh, whoa! Great combination that rocked Lara. Lara quick to close the distance after she ate 2 solid punches from Ovchynnikova. Got Lara in trouble early.
She has her early. She has a scarf hold arm lock. She might finish it here.
Ovchynnikova has 8 submission wins.
You see the head and arm position. She still has the arm trapped between her legs. All she has to do is put the pressure on it. Got her head out. I just got to worry about her back.
Good escape by Lara.
It's a problem with the head and arm throws. If your opponent pulls their head out, they take your back immediately.
Lara has 4 victories via first-round knockout or submission, 3 KOs and 1 tap-out as she turned the tables here on Ovchynnikova after a bit of adversity early in her Bellator MMA debut. She's in side control.
Now we see what Lara has on the ground. She can keep her here.
She's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu blue belt, excuse me. But has spent most of this year in Mexico training with Team Grasso.
Easy mount. Stepped right over into it.
And as you mentioned, Jimmy, he's also worked with Rufus Sport under the tutelage of the estimable Duke Rufus. And Lara has Ovchynnikova now tasting some adversity for the first time. Midway through round 1 in the full mount, Ovchynnikova controlling Lara's posture.
Now she's doing a good job of keeping Lara close. She can't let any devastating ground and pound. But she's not hip escaping, she's not bumping, she's not doing enough to improve the position yet. Holding on from the bottom, which, you know, you can muscle your way out if you lock your opponent down and bump, but I don't think that's going to work.
Talk about Lara's many skills and attributes. She studied university for a bachelor's degree in children's pedagogy and also decided to change her career and get a bachelor's degree in dance. We've seen some of her dancing, and now Ovchynnikova able to escape, momentarily at least.
So far, Lara doing a good job of not letting her off the hook. Didn't just let her get free. Staying close to her, body locks in.
Final 90 seconds of the opening frame. Seesaw affair thus far.
And once again, she's in that head and arm position. Lara can't get caught in another head and arm. Ovchynnikova loves that throw. Now stepping over, trying to take the back herself. One hook in.
Yeah, Lara thwarted at going for that backdoor escape thanks to that hook in with the final minute now of the round upon us.
Yeah, excellent step over. Now she's got to work from low half guard. They call it deep half. I don't know how much experience she has with that position.
Well,
and she lets it go.
Yep, right to mount. And now ground and pound from Ovchynnikova as Lara trying to thwart the offensive onslaught from Ovchynnikova. Scramble.
Too soon with the mount. Little inexperience there. Lena Ovchynnikova trying to step over too soon. Ends up in half guard. Still in a good position, though. She's rushing it just a bit. You can see that, blue belt level jiu-jitsu. You're just rushing it a little too much. Both fighters have made mistakes going for too much too soon.
Ovchynnikova, 7 years older than Lara. Final 10 seconds of the opening round. Referee Todd Anderson waiting for the door to be closed. The bell in round number 2. Lena Ovchynnikova in the red gloves, fighting out of the southpaw stance. Bellator MMA newcomer Alejandra Lara in the blue gloves. Had her moments in the opening round, but the veteran Ovchynnikova ending the round in dominant position.
Lara's problem on the feet has been with the hand speed of Ovchynnikova. She's been trying to kick from the outside, but she got caught with some serious punches in round 1.
Ovchynnikova, one of those people who decides to dream big or go home. She feels a dominant win in this fight would give her an opportunity to maybe challenge Lima McFarland for the flyweight championship. She also has designs on challenging for a Bellator kickboxing title. And of course, Bellator kickboxing follows Bellator MMA from Florence, Italy, here on Spike.
This is where Rebecca Ruth had success and Lena Ovchynikova's loss in Bellator. A little too much strength, especially in the clinch position. Good takedown by Lara, but can she keep this position? Now stepping through. It's a great position to have. She can keep Lena Ovchynnikova flat. It's a great half guard passing position here with your thigh on, with your instep on your opponent's thigh. You see the left leg on the left instep on the thigh. She can keep it down and pry her right leg through. It's an easy pass, but she has to keep Ovchynikova's back flat. That's key to this position. Doesn't want her sitting up and getting an underhook.
Lara's also trained with the likes of Sarah McMahon, Angela Hill, and others. In the past, she even spent time at King's MMA in California under the tutelage of Rafael Cordero. So she's been training with some top guns, preparing for her Bellator MMA debut, where she comes in 6-1, 5 wins inside the distance.
Now see the right leg being that high forward, what that does is that keeps her from locking her legs and locking half guard, but you're a little off balance, you're a little high. It wasn't busy enough for the referee.
Referee warning Lara about grinding her forehead into the forehead of Ovchynnikova.
Once again, good with the leg kicks, but she has trouble with the counters with the hands. Ovchynnikova hasn't really tried to match kicks with her. She's used that as opportunity.
Oh, nice back fist, but a nice counter right hand by Ovchynnikova. Just past the midpoint of the round and the fight, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the Bellator MMA flyweight division. Another counter right hand there by Ovchynnikova. And Lara catches the kick and takes Ovchynnikova down, but Ovchynnikova able to secure the half guard.
Yep. And now, here's the problem, is last time she kept so close, she wasn't able to stay busy enough or active enough. Of course, we stood up because of the grinding of the head, but she has to stay close and also do damage and also get her pass going.
It's been a grinding affair.
Exactly, and that's been her style on the ground, which isn't bad, but you have to stay busy enough to keep it there. It's not a jiu-jitsu match. We have the whole time to try and pass half guard if you feel like it. Crowds get restless. Referees lose patience, and you end up back on your feet.
And despite turning pro in December of 2011, Lara's just had, well, this is her 8th professional fight. And you wonder how she's been able to fit those fights in with everything else she has on her plate.
Once again, back to the feet.
Under a minute left in the second.
Nice side kick. Got to do something to keep.
Oh, good right hand down the middle by Lara.
She's got to do something to keep Ovchynnikova at distance. That punching range has been a problem for her.
And of course, the right hand is
body lock.
the enemy of the southpaw. Beautiful. There's a lateral drop there by Lara.
She can get the hooks in. 1-2, got her back.
Lara looking
Gotta watch her feet are crossed.
for her third submission win. Got her hooks in, like you said, Jimmy, but Ovchynnikova desperately trying to avoid any submission attack. And we are through 10 minutes here in this flyweight bout in Firenze, Italia.
Ready? Fight!
Third and final round underway. Alejandra Lara in the blue gloves. Lena Ovchynnikova in the red gloves. And Jimmy, you noticed something in the second round that you wanted to talk about in regards to Lara's strategy.
Yeah, at the end of the second round, she had both hooks in and she crossed her feet, which they tell you never to do in jiu-jitsu because they can break your feet. And Ovchynnikova stepped over both feet and tried to put the pressure on to break the ankle. It just shows that she has some little mistakes, little inexperienced things she's doing that are costing her on the ground. Wasn't enough time she was able to get her feet out, but never cross your feet when you take a guy's back. Black belt will break your feet, and that'll teach you a lesson.
So far, striking has been used mainly as an entry point into the clinch and the takedowns. There's a body, a liver kick by Ovchynnikova. Ovchynnikova with a double right-handed. Again, Lara closes the distance, looking for the takedown. But it's the Ovchynnikova in the scramble here. They jockey for position.
Now she likes that step over.
Yep, good balance.
See, yeah, she goes head and arm and step over. That's her combination. All Lara wants is to, kind of weather the storm and get in clinch position and take Ovchynnikova down.
And the tentacles of mixed martial arts spreading far and wide. Alejandra Lara representing Colombia in her Bellator MMA debut has Ovchynikova's back. Some hammer fists trying to get her hooks in, Jim.
She crosses her feet again. Watch for Ovchynnikova to maybe go again for that lock over both feet. But that's the problem with it, and that's the inexperience of Ovchynnikova. She loves this head and arm position, but as soon as the head's free, your opponent's got your back and you're in trouble. And she keeps going to it. Didn't learn her lesson in round one.
Ovchynikova's been submitted once in her career. Comes in with a record of 12-4 with 1 no contest. Lara looking for her third submission victory. Leaky faucet for Ovchynnikova. Blood beginning to trickle out of her nose, and the determined Lara continues to look for that rear naked choker, the Mataleon.
Try to switch to the body lock with her legs. She's doing a good job holding on to the back.
Under 2.5 minutes left in the fight. Lara has control of Ovchynnikova, trying to take advantage of this position in the time remaining.
She can flatten her out. She can keep her flat on her belly. It's a much worse position to be in. Ovchynnikova trying to posture and get high, and good job with the hips.
Control, and she does do exactly as you said, Jimmy, flattening Ovchynnikova out. And now under 2 minutes to go. Alejandra Lara in dominant position, but will try to force Ovchynnikova to give up her neck.
Problem is, she gave up 1 hook. Well, she's able to get it back, though. Now she's in position to get the rear naked if she can lock her hands and stay behind her.
Or potentially even a neck crank.
You see how she's just barely holding on to position. Ovchynnikova moves, does something, and Lara's just barely able to hold on.
23-year-old Alejandra Azul Lara looking for her third consecutive win, her first in the Bellator MMA cage, controlling Ovchynnikova as we come up on the final 60 seconds of this flyweight fight.
She unloads. She can stop this fight right now.
Now she's got it. She's looking for that rear naked choke. Under a minute left. Can Alejandra Lara force Ovchynnikova to tap out?
Got it.
And she does. Alejandra Lara making Colombia proud as she wins her Bellator MMA debut, stopping the more experienced Lena Ovchynnikova.
And that's a big upset based on Bellator experience, overall fight experience, name recognition.
I mean, and right away goes back to the dance. She has all the attributes to be a star in this sport, Jimmy.
She got the moves, I'll give her that.
Ladies and gentlemen, inside the Bellator cage, the tap comes by way of a rear naked choke. Official time, 4 minutes, 9 seconds. Round number 3 for the winner by submission, Alejandra Lara.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Francis Ngannou. Subscribe now.